The husband of a 39-year-old woman who died just 12 hours after giving birth to her second child is suing the hospital after he said doctors let his wife bleed to death because of the color of her skin. He said there's a culture in these hospitals where women of color are not treated the same as white women. And there's no doubt in my mind that if my wife was a white woman, she'll still be alive today. When we walked into this hospital, we expected it to be one of the happiest days of our lives. Instead, it was sloppy. Instead, my wife was butchered. Even the head of labor and delivery looked at what happened to my wife and said, "I've never seen a C-section completed in 17 minutes. I think that was way too fast." And despite all the signs that my wife was laying in that hospital bed, bleeding to death, they ignored her. They said that my wife was not their main priority. When my wife died, they found 90% of her blood in her stomach, and her bladder had been cut in half due to the botched C-section. According to the National Center for Health Statistics, women of color die at 2.5 times the rate of white women during childbirth. The hospital later released a statement saying, "We are actively working to eradicate unconscious bias in healthcare, and we are also striving to advance equality in healthcare for everyone." Listen, when the hospitals say that they're working to eradicate unconscious bias, they're basically saying we got people working here that's been disliking a race of people for so long that they don't even know they're doing it. They not even aware that they are mistreating them. They've been putting women of color at the bottom for so long, they truly believe that's where they belong. But see, there's this myth that black women can endure pain on almost a supernatural level. And this type of thinking goes all the way back to slavery, where black women will be used as medical experiments. They will perform surgeries on them without giving them medicine because a man named James Sims said black people could not feel pain. And if they did feel pain, it wasn't the same pain as white people felt. How many of y'all know that that mindset still exists today? This is why we have to learn history. Because if you don't know where you're coming from, you're going to find yourself right back where you started. He said that even though a black person's skull grows quickly around the brain, they're still less intelligent. And with all that said, James Sims is now considered to be the father of modern gynecology.